There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. This is Darklands, and I know it by reputation. So I have a choice between create a new world, the story continues, or quick start. We're going to quick start. That'll give us a pre-done party. Gretsch, Gunther, Cans, or Hans, I think that's Hans, and Ebhart. You gather around the comfortable fire at Gasthaus in the city of Basel, I think. Or is it Bal? Whatever. It's an actual European city. I think it's in Switzerland. Then we are agreed, asks Gretsch. We will swear this pact of loyalty to achieve justice and glory for all. Everyone nods. You all swear a pact as blood brothers, to seek good and avoid evil, and to bring everlasting honour and glory to your names. Okay. Let's start a timer and get going. Oh, well, I guess I just skipped through that. Interesting. Hey. Very interesting. So you've got this initial text bit, and then it's essentially giving you a choice. And rather than just being a sort of multiple choice thing, I think this changes the game. Let's see. Let's spend some time in the local inn. Here you can enjoy the good food and pleasant conversation of the Gasthaus common room. However, staying over a month will lead to problems. Okay, I guess we'll not stay too long. Meanwhile, you decide to... So, we can catch up on local news and rumours, relax with a good meal, take up residence to study, work, pray, experiment, visit the stables, store some items. Good lord, there is a lot of choices. Let's catch up on the local news. Eyes and ears open, you... Read the official notices, ask about affairs elsewhere, gossip about the situation, or try to discover special jobs. And there's an option to just say you've learned what you can, which sort of moves you back. Read the official notices. By order of the Rat of the Reichstag, for the sake of public safety and decorum, no citizens of... I'm gonna go with Bal. I might be wrong there. Shall travel about the streets in darkness after the hour of compline, unless required unavoidably by an emergency or their occupation. The Alte Lossinger. Okay, so there is a curfew of sorts. Interesting. We've learned what we can. Here you enjoy the good food and pleasant conversation, however staying over a month will lead to problems. Let's exit to the main street. Looking down the main street of Bal, you set off toward... So it's like a multiple choice game. Let's head to a side street where we're less visible. The side streets of Bal are full of people, dogs, cats, pigs, and occasional carts. Moving through the crowd, you turn toward the city walls. You are near the great outer wall of Bal. You decide to crawl out through a sewer, bribe the guard, sneak out, look for a gate. The gate is heavily guarded, but most of the guards are watching for people trying to get into the city illegally, and not for those trying to leave. You decide to simply walk out of the city. See ya! So we've got this overworld screen now. Let's go here. So you just click. You look over the miners' pathetic shacks. The miner spokesman looks at you expectantly. You decide to Also, it's just people who can you can buy and sell stuff from. What's that over there? Oh, we're going elsewhere. See ya. Okay, apparently that just leads us back to the miners' shacks. What if we head this way? Okay, let's go to the bridge. That didn't do anything. Huh, if you right-click, there's a menu with the option to save and party information. So, party fame, unknown. Yes, understandable. We haven't actually been anywhere or gone anywhere. And you can see there. Yeah, this is all Germany. Brandenburg, Leipzig. So, the question is... Oh, there we go. You come across a Dominican friar with a small crowd of followers. "Hail, good Christians," he says. "I bear blessed news." Oh, do you? Unable to ignore him, you're obligated to listen to his sermon about everyday sins that everyone commits, sometimes without knowing it. His good news is that he has pardons, indulgences for these sins in exchange for a small donation. His followers crowd around, urging you to pay, warning of damnation and curses if you don't. Yeah, sure. The friar smiles. "Ah, wise choice, noble ones." He gets out a portable altar, sprinkles you with holy water from a rusty, decrepit asper, intones a variety of prayers, and then has you kiss the letter of indulgence which he carries. "Now go in peace," he says, "content in knowing that your sins are absolved." I feel better already, I have to say. Much better. But I'm still stuck in this area. What if we head over here? What's this? He's just tapping his foot. Not much happening there. What about here? You can see the day just changing. The hamlet of Mulhouse nestles up against a hill. A small church sits amidst a graveyard. Smoke curls from the blacksmith's forge. Peasants labour in their fields, and somewhere a dog barks. You choose to... Yeah, let's talk to the leader. Take me to your leader. Authority in a German hamlet is invested in the Schultz, a combination of mayor, bailiff and soldier. Apologies to my German listeners. He is wealthy for a peasant and has the power to pass judgment and administer the law, with the help of the village elders. He also has heavy responsibilities. He owns armour and weapons, and in wartime is required to leave his home and fight for distant masters. Despite his importance, he is willing to talk with you. So we can ask for information, ask for help, or accuse his hamlet of satanic practices. Oh, we have to. This could end our... His face pales when you accuse his people of sorcery and witchcraft, and he orders you out of the hamlet. Yes, understandable. His anger is so obviously righteous that you feel quite guilty. You know you've sinned in thus making a false accusation. You wonder how you ever could have thought that this village was satanic. Innocent babies cry, peasants laugh at their work, and life is everywhere. Everything seems normal, healthy and happy. Your suspicions are clearly unfounded. You leave a few hours to let the Schultz's anger cool. Perhaps you should not return at all. Virtue changed from 25 to 23. Oh. So, there are virtues. And if you go around being an idiot, your virtue will decrease. What's up here? Looking into the next valley, you see a fierce battle raging. A group of well-armed robbers is assaulting a merchant caravan. The caravan guards, although outnumbered and losing, still defend their charges valiantly. We're going to charge into the fray and rescue the merchants. This is going to go badly. Okay. Alright. So, I don't know if this is turn-based or real-time. Well, I clicked that and it didn't want to do much there. So you can select your individuals. So let's hit Gretch and tell Gretchen Wilberg, the leader of our party, 35-year-old female knight, I believe. That's just showing their stats, and we can click and then click where we want them to be. Okay. Game, orders, attack, standard attack. Resume. So there we go. We're into real time, I think. I can't seem to scroll the map up. So our party sort of wandered out. Be nice if I could scroll up. Let's have a look at the enemy info. So we got a bandit and a sergeant. Oh, here they come. There's a lot of them, folks. There's a lot of them, and they're heading towards us. Okay, you head up there. Yeah, we are absolutely screwed. Look at this. So, I feel like we should be attacking. So this is very, very similar to the real time with pause. So you can go to the menu, select people, and say attack, standard attack. I think that worked. And there's also key commands. Let's have a look at this guy. Now we can't, that was a sign from earlier. We can't move there. So attack, standard attack. You can also just hit A for standard attack and stuff. I think we're going to be horribly, horribly killed here. As you can see from the stats. We were not ready for this bandit attack at all. But I just wanted to showcase the combat, even if I'm doing really badly at it. Hey! We're not doing so bad after all. Oh dear. One fella severely injured. And you can just let that run in real time if you want. Obviously this is not a good idea. Because we're getting murdered. But it's interesting. And the priest guy, Ebhart, seems to have lasted the longest by the looks of things. So, see you later, Ebhart. Yeah. I mean, he did well. There's only 2 left. Fair play to you, like. But, yeah. He's in bad nick. So, you can see in the top left-hand corner, edged weapons change from 35 to 38. Battle results defeat. Yes, and quite a substantial defeat. Slowly, consciousness returns. You find the bandits have left you for dead and gone back to the merchant caravan. It lies below you in the centre of a valley. The wagons are a smoking ruin with bodies scattered around. We weren't the heroes after all. Oh dear. Painfully, you collect everyone, bind up the worst wounds, and go down to the valley floor where you can bury the dead. Oh dear. That did not go well. So, I want to talk about the mechanics of this a little bit. Because on the left-hand side, you have a party composition that you can look up. say, Gretchen, Gunther, and so on, there's a slight delay as you're switching, obviously because of the time it was made. But you can see all the stats and so on, and all the bits and pieces. If we just exit out of that, I think right-click to exit out. Then you've got this Wasteland style overworld that you can travel in, which is fascinating and seems to work just fine. And yes, the map does like scroll up depending on where you're going, so that's good. Oh, well-armed robbers assaulting a merchant caravan. So I feel like this is like almost a sort of Radiant thing, where it's randomly throwing like things at you. Now, there's a whole pile of them there. I think we know how this is going to end. I'm going to hit space. They're going to charge up. Like, look, they outnumber us. So at this point, what we needed to do, like, you can pause. I have to say the combat system is interesting. You can surrender if you want. Just take one look at them and be like, nope, sorry, we're done. You can change the difficulty, which is nice. So let's switch that to basic difficulty. Oh, you can switch it mid-combat. That's nice. Maybe that'll give us a chance. Let's see. But the reason I'm pointing all these things out is because it is so similar to Baldur's Gate in the combat sort of scenario. It's real time with pause, and yep, we've got people engaging now. I have noticed you do need to like get your other party members involved. They'll respond if we're attacked, but you know, otherwise they'll just sort of stand still and take it easy while people right next to them are dying horribly. There is sort of a tactical element. You can pause and give orders and so on and so forth. But, you know, you can't view Gret. She's had it. Gunther. Oh, yeah, I went to his menu. Didn't mean to do that. But you can give orders and stuff. I'm not really showing a great deal of the combat, because you can take one look at it and sort of see, oh dear, somebody died there. Good grief. They weren't just knocked out. Look, they've got a skull next to them and everything. But yeah, I'm beginning to see why this is as highly regarded as it is. And I've been mercilessly killed by bandits again. Ah, dear. Battle results defeat. They're dead? Yeah. Wow. So that party member is just gone. Yeah. So we're down a member. They're buried. They're gone. So let's head up here. Yeah, this as a game, this wouldn't sort of be my type of RPG, I don't think. The hamlet of Kalmar nestles up against a hill. A small church sits amidst a graveyard. Smoke curls from a blacksmith's forge. Peasants labour in their fields, and somewhere a dog barks. Pray to a saint for guidance. Alright, so you have a list of potential saints, but we can't do that for now. Let's visit the church. The chapel is small but well kept. A tiny graveyard encircles it. You decide to attend the Mass. When you ask the priest about Holy Communion, he says, "We hold Mass every morning, at prime on Sunday, at prime and Vespers. We would be honoured to have you present at that time." So, we tried to attend Mass and Mass wasn't there. Okay. So, I guess I'll talk about it a little bit. Just the game in general, because it does differ from the later sort of Infinity Engine games. The overworld map, like, we'll leave this place and move on. You've got the overworld map, which I've already compared to Wasteland because it is quite like that. And I think that changes as you move. Uh-oh! Suddenly Gunther holds up his hand. I think someone or something is hidden up ahead, he whispers. You respect his perceptions and decide to press onward, weapons ready. You notice thick dark vines on both sides of your path as Gretch stumbles into one and falls to the ground. Then with a soft rushing sound, giant spiders swing down from trees and rocks, trailing the vines, which you realise are webs. You have a split second to draw weapons and fight them. So there's monsters as well. It's not just people that you're fighting. Well, let's invite the spiders onto us. Oh, look at that horrible thing. Ebhart, get you up. No, I've clicked on him again. That's one thing I'm not too keen on. There. Oh, there's another one over there. Oh, we are so doomed. Not the best playthrough of Darklands, folks. You know, Ebhart, you're supposed to be. Gone to his menu again. Haven't quite got the hang of the combat, you know, but go berserk, Ebhart. Apparently he's standing there not doing much, but that's okay. The other two have it. It's fine. They've got it. Gretch, you've got this spider, no problem. Right? No issues. But yeah, you can see the obvious. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, that's painful. Now Ebhart can start fighting. You've got this, man. It's just two giant spiders that destroyed the rest of your party. There's no issues, you know. Just you pray to whatever saint you're a fan of, and you've got it, you know. Come on. Yeah, one down. You've got this last one. No problem. Easy peasy. Yeah. Oh, he is fairly laying in the shots. Look at that. Unfortunately, battle results defeat. So Ebhart's the only one who survived. The spiders quickly wrap up and drag off Ebhart. A few look hungrily at the rest of you, but retreat. You immediately flee from this place before spiders return for more. And I'm dead. Death strikes swiftly. It sure does. It sure does, game. And that's Darklands. Oh. Interesting graphic. And it's kicked me out. Who would I recommend it for? Fans of classic CRPGs, particularly Baldur's Gate and the earlier Gold Box games and so on, would definitely get a kick out of looking at this game. I think I did play this for over 20 minutes. It was very entertaining. The multiple choice options. The combat was interesting, if somewhat unforgiving, because obviously I didn't understand it fully. I just had a little look in the manual. The setting of like a sort of fantastical Germany, a sort of Bavarian landscape and so on, was also very interesting. And the way that they had like German names and customs and so on for various things. I liked that you could randomly accuse a village of heresy. That was nice. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting title. And although, like I said before, it's probably not my style of RPG, there was a lot in there. There was a lot in there that was very well done. and I think it has that sort of hardcore, stat-driven style to it that a lot of fans of that kind of RPG would enjoy. But then it's critically acclaimed and fondly remembered, so really at this point I'm preaching to the choir. And if you like me talking about random DOS games, I do it a lot. Feel free to check out my hundreds of other videos, and if you like what you see there, subscription is an option. Until next time.